Just as we thought the AI hype is finally dead and OpenAI's competitors are getting ready to overtake GPT-4, something we have long forgotten 6 months ago has once again slowly surfaced in the corner of the internet. I'm not talking about Dall-e 2, it's still in the grave. Alright, cut. The moment I decided to make a Dall-e 2 joke, they decided to publish Dall-e 3. I swear every time when I make a video about something even cooler comes out. But it looks pretty insane though. Just look at this extreme precision in the image generation department. And this other early test result that someone generated contained like 50 different objects in the image that were all specified in a prompt. Absolute nuts. Alright, back to the video. But multi-modal GPT-4 is probably a term you have not heard in a while. After the first demo back when GPT-4 was just released, this captcha destroyer of an AI has never seen the light ever again other than that one time. Some user hijacked the Discord API used for the GPT-4 demo, which converted a written note into a functional website. The few results they got showed how well multimodal GPT-4 can perform under a non-cherry-pick condition with generated captions so descriptive that it makes the GPT-4 technical report look like it's underselling it. But where is the news about this multimodal GPT-4, you might ask? If GPT-4 has made such a huge comeback, shouldn't the news be spread far and wide on the internet? Well, actually, multimodal GPT-4 is being silently rolled out on an app called BeMyEyes, which is an app that's made to provide blind people help on their daily tasks. Things like reading the expiration date, understanding labels, or buying from vending machines, just basically any miscellaneous task that needs vision to obtain the information. BeMyEyes is an option for people to turn to for help. Before, BeMyEyes would have human volunteers sign up on the app and blind people would be able to call for help through this app from any available volunteers to read something for them. However, with this collaboration with OpenAI, they are rolling out a beta feature that's using multimodal GPT-4 to help blind people right away instead of waiting for a volunteer, which may take up to minutes to get an answer. Only when the scene that's captioned by GPT-4 has less than 95% confidence, volunteers would then be called to double check if what GPT wrote is correct. This feature was announced when GPT-4 was just released. Seeing this as the initial application of multimodal GPT-4 do put a smile on my face. By the way, shout out to Raphael, he was the one that told me about this beta and has access to it. But its true capability only becomes obvious when you compare GPT-4 to any existing AI that we have right now. Multimodal GPT-4, and more specifically in the image understanding department, there are currently two main focuses. First is image caption. It just basically captions the image. Then there's the more difficult one where you can chat with the AI about the image content. While the AI chat can be as simple as throwing in the image caption into the AI to create context, but that may not work well every time because the model may hallucinate. So I threw this image into a few existing image captioning or image chatting multimodal LLM, starting from Emu, an open multimodal generalist. It said that there are different brands of gaming laptops in the image, but there isn't. Moving on, MMICL, a state-of-the-art visual language model that's a few weeks old, does give a pretty accurate output, but not as descriptive enough. Next, we have Otter, a multimodal model with in-context instruction tuning, which had a demo of it acting as a visual assistant, and I mentioned it quite a few times previously. It was able to state that it is a wooden table and named a few brands like Ryzen, Razer, and Asus. Blip 2 was unfortunately pretty disappointing, with only an answer of several boxes of computer parts on the table. But don't worry, Llama Adapter gave an even worse result of a pile of electronic devices on the table. The same goes with Unplug Owl. It even somehow hallucinated Wii, PS3, PS4, 3DS, PS Vita, and mobile phones all at the same time. Llama Adapter V2 does have some better improvements, but it definitely does not help being unable to state what exactly is on the table. Because Mini GPT-4 on the other hand is able to state the GPU model name, but was slightly off because it's 3090, not 3080 in the image. It also hallucinated an Intel Core i7 and a monitor. However, Mini GPT-4 plus Vicuña do make a pretty big difference. The description is much more in detail, but it still got 3090 wrong and stated 3080. Its 3080 specs were probably memorized too, which is a bad sign because it's not image content. On top of that, it somehow hallucinated some boxes that were opened with insights revealed and mentioned an AMD Radeon out of nowhere, so probably not the best out of everyone when it generates misleading information this often. For Bard, it provided 3 tries with a lot of information that's accurate and inaccurate at the same time. It would say 870 at the start, but later on says it's a 970 Seagate SSD. accuracy. On top of that, it hallucinated a motherboard, a CPU cooler, RAM, and probably even the model specs. Identifying the labeling is a hit or miss, and if it's about the specifics of a box like the exact label, the best attempt out of the 3 tries Bard gives only got around 60% accuracy. It can see well, but it definitely generates excessive information and cannot comprehend which box is which. So now, after we have seen what the current available technology can do, how exactly better is GPT-4 after I hyped it up so much? In the beta of BeMyEyes called BeMyAI, GPT-4 is being used like a chat robot with a default prompt of this huge chunk of text. You can pause it if you want to read it. All you then have to do is simply take a photo using the app, then it'll spit out the image caption in just 15 seconds. And that's crazy fast. But what's even crazier is that just look at the detail it can describe. It got 3090 correctly, and not only that, it got Poco F3, 870 QVO SSD, 1 audio headphones, AMD Ryzen, and the Seasonic PSU with accurate description of 850 watts all correctly. The only thing that I got wrong was the box of Boss headphones, which is not in the image. It did miss out the keyboard box and the mouse box in the background, but holy moly, the reading accuracy is insanely precise. Not only that, you can follow up with even more questions about the image, like how good are these for building a PC, and it analyzed the parts pretty accurately and suggested what else the person needs for building one, like a motherboard, a RAM, cooler, and a PC tower. Some people on Reddit have done their own tests too, and the descriptions that they got describing their room is just incredible. Describing from potentially a game that is on the television screen, the air conditioning under the curtain, to the angle of the ceiling, GPT-4 is completely on another level than what we have seen before. Pretty insane, right? While the information do have a cutoff at 2021 as usual, with jailbreaks that no longer working, this is still definitely something we should keep our eyes on, because multi-modal GPT-4 may still come out in the form of unicorn startup apps that can improve our lives 1000 times. And today's sponsor, Brilliant.org, can also help you improve your studious life with their amazing interactive visualizations for your learning journey in STEM courses. Brilliant.org is a banger website which contains one of the coolest ways to learn things from scratch. That is because they have something that every STEM newcomer wants: intuition building. With Brilliant, they provide easy to digest and interactive learning tools when you are learning a new topic. Just look at this. Since when is physics this fun to look at? Or when is calculus this easy to get? Not only do they have some interesting contents for you to play with, research has also shown that interactive learning helps you learn 6 times more effectively than watching lecture videos. So it is basically possible for you to be both entertained and learning at the same time. Not only that, Brilliant also provides a clear roadmap on different subjects for all knowledge levels, from basic algebra to advanced multivariable calculus, from programming with Python to artificial neural networks. Brilliant is full of STEM courses that do not miss. They are also currently expanding with a focus on their math, data science, and computer science topics, which is perfect for you guys. And whatever your skill level is, Brilliant customizes content to fit your needs and lets you solve at your own pace and explore concepts at your own pace too. So quickly get started to Brilliant by heading to brilliant.org/buycloud to get started for a free 30 days experience with Brilliant ever-expanding interactive lessons, and the first 200 people to sign up will get 20% off an annual membership. Thank you Brilliant for sponsoring this video. A big shout out to Andrew Lescelius, Chris LeDoux, Alex J, Alex Maurice, Deagan, Miguilim, FiFaŁ, Daddy Wen, and many others that support me through Patreon or YouTube. Follow me on Twitter if you haven't, and I'll see y'all in the next one.